Hi, Pinkies. Welcome back.
Hey.
It's another week of Talking Pink. Boom.
Hi, guys.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome back to another edition of Talking Pink. First of all, we really missed you guys because last week we were not able to record.
We had some issues.
Yeah.
Some technical issues.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. But we back.
We're back. And we are a little bit late, but, we're back. We're here.
Ooh, Rachel,
You're
can
here.
you put some pepper in your mouth and...
You want me to sneeze, motherfucker?
In your mouth, not your nose. In your mouth. In your mouth.
You know they connected together.
Yeah, like your ears, eyes. No,
Okay.
ear,
what the fuck are you
nose,
doing?
and...
You pointing to all the wrong shit. So
All of
Powerpuff
this.
Pussy over here.
All of
I don't know
this.
what the fuck she's on.
I'm on
Can you-
because I'm feeling myself. Y'all like my new T-shirt? Isn't it cute?
What does your
Like,
shirt say?
It says, I do
Oh.
everything like a girl.
With them
How
two
about
balls
that?
on your head?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Balls.
These are puffs, but you can call them balls.
Puff balls.
They cute.
So she has I do everything like a girl. I have where my pinkies at?
Woo-hoo!
And where the fuck y'all been at for real though? Like where the fuck y'all been?
Yeah. We ain't seen y'all liking, sharing,
Exactly.
or
I
subscribing.
don't know what's
to
going on
Talking
with these
Pink.
motherfucking slow ass subscribers, but you need to get to fucking YouTube.
Get out the Walmart.
Stop just liking every
Stop
fucking
Christmas
thing.
shopping.
Well, no, you can keep liking, okay? Let me say, you can keep liking
Do
shit,
more. Go further.
but 2019
Share
is
it.
about to come to an end.
Share it with your
subscribe.
friends. Share it with your parents.
Don't share this with your fucking parents. This might
You
be
can share
very
it with your friends.
traumatizing for them.
No, it won't. They taught us
Share-
everything we know.
Share with your pastor. Y'all know what that means. He probably looking for his next victim. I mean, next, person to bless.
Anyway, what happened to you this week? What happened to you this week? Or what happened with you this week?
Let me tell you what happened to me this week. What happened last week? So 2 weeks ago, Keita was like, I don't know what it is. My energy is very low. I'm feeling the same way. I've been feeling the same way. And I hate this time of year. And I don't know what it is, but it's really like draining for me. I'm exhausted. Like super tired. I'm easily annoyed lately. I don't know what it is. I'm really in a funk. And I contributed to things that have happened in my childhood during this time of year. And it's really bringing me like,
Blah.
I have like,
Yeah,
I'm not myself.
she just needs
so-
a vacation.
I do need a
And
vacation.
I've been pushing her to take her time because she still got some time left
I have a lot
before
of
the
time.
end of the year.
I would call
But
myself
she's like,
a workaholic.
I have so much work to do.
I have a lot of work.
Just take time for myself. I am just so, oh my God. I just can't do it. I just can't. That's her. Yes, you.
Who the fuck is that?
You.
That's not me. I don't have a Powerpuff inner voice. Fucking, I don't know what that was. I have been very like fucking dry though. People have asked me what's wrong, what's going on, and I feel like I look normal. I mean, whatever. But
And then she been dramatizing over her hair, which is really, really cute, y'all. Look at
for
it. Isn't
now,
it?
okay, they haven't
Isn't it
seen me
pretty?
for the past 2 weeks. So let me tell y'all, when you are in transition, okay, there is an ugly phase, and I decided I'm not gonna have an ugly face. I'm gonna figure out what the fuck to do with my hair while I'm trying to grow it out. So, because I don't like the little baby fro, look. I don't like it for
She
me.
thinks she look like
I
Florida
don't
Evans.
like the Florida Evans look. If you rock that shit, you go the fuck on with your toothpick looking ass. I mean, not toothpick.
Toothpick.
Sorry, Q-tip. And I'm sober, y'all. Sober. I feel like that looks like a dirty Q-tip. So now I have lots of little Q-tips on my head, and so I just decided, because I don't want to be in that in-between phase and be like, well, let me put on a wig. And you guys have seen me. I've been rocking scarves and hats and, earrings and shit, but I don't know. Maybe part of that was part of the
blah feeling.
Maybe, but I feel decent.
Oh, but by the way, yeah, I want to give a shout out to my man Jay-Z. He just celebrated his 50th birthday.
Any reason to plug that motherfucker?
Always.
If he stomp his toe, she gonna come. I just want to send my condolences to his pinky toe. He lost half the nail on that motherfucker. So we want to keep him and his pinky toe in our prayers.
We always want to do that.
Anything.
And I'm rocking the...
Oh my God. Can they see that shit? They gonna be like, what? She have on bowling alley shoes. They just happen to be black and fucking pink.
Carter's 2003.
Exactly. I was about to say, tell us how vintage they are.
There you
how
go.
Throwback they are.
That's for you, Jigga.
Girl, he ain't looking at. Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Just keep rolling. Go ahead. Keep going.
Roll
keep
with
it
that
going.
beautiful
Keep it going.
footage. That's what happened to me.
But anyway.
What happened to you this week?
Bullshit. I had to take my husband to the ER. He was crying like a baby. But anyway.
What the fuck? You just go. That's what you gonna do, and then we gonna move on from that. You just put his whole business out there, so now you gotta tell the reason why.
Well, okay, this is what happened. So
ooh, he gonna fuck you up with them powder puff.
He finna text me right now. Like, why you telling people that?
Exactly.
Well, my husband. Okay, so this is my take. I think men have a short or small threshold of pain. Women take so much, women do so much, so we can bear a whole lot. Mm-hmm. But anytime my husband cries or whines about he's not feeling well, I just think of him as a little bitty baby. And so on Saturday, he had some abdominal pain. He said he couldn't breathe. Mm-hmm. So he scared the shit out of me. Mm-hmm. He's getting the shit of our children. Mm-hmm. So they're in the backseat crying because I was on my way to pick them up from their little holiday vacation. And he calling me, telling me he can't breathe. Mm-hmm. So I say, get off the phone with me. Call 911. And he did.
Okay.
So we're not on the phone with it, so we don't know what's going on now. Mm-hmm. And my children are crying in the backseat. Oh, I want my daddy. Oh, I love my daddy. And so in my mind, I'm like, but at the same time, I'm scared. I'm nervous. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, let me call 911. So I called 911. I got transferred 4 times before I could reach up.
So you called 911 before you got to him?
Yes. To make sure they could get to him in case he was not able to make contact with them. Okay. So I'm telling them our address. He's saying, he's saying the same thing I'm saying. And then he tells me he can't find it. I'm like, what the fuck? I find it every day when I go home. Why you can't find where I live?
That's what you're doing, and he having
No, the operator.
Oh, okay.
The operator, one of the operators on the phone. Do you need the fire department? Do you need an ambulance? Do you need the police?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Yeah.
I need EMT or whatever the hell that is, ambulance.
Yeah.
So they okay, hold, let me transfer you. So they transfer me. Okay, 911, how can I help you? I need somebody to go to my home. My husband can't breathe. Well, what's your address? Tell you my address again. What county is that in? Tell you that.
Oh, my God.
Like, and again, at the same time, I'm not talking to my husband, so I'm worried about what's going on. And the kids in the back seat crying still. So I'm not panicking, but I'm getting anxious. Mm-hmm. I'm getting upset because they telling me this bullshit that they can't find my address. So finally they figured out what the fuck I was saying. They was saying Maples. I was saying Naples. And so it's like, okay, you're here. I was like, okay. So they transferred me again to the county. So I got in touch with them. I told them what was going on. Oh, we have somebody en route. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So what ended up happening ultimately?
They couldn't find anything.
So this happened. So you guys didn't go to the hospital.
We did.
Okay.
We didn't go by ambulance.
Okay.
Because I got there while they were there.
Okay.
So they checked his vitals. Everything checked out okay.
Okay.
He was still in pain.
Okay.
and they urged us to go to the emergency room and
They'll do further testing.
Exactly.
Right.
So we did that just to make sure.
Yeah.
So when we get there, doctors don't know shit.
What'd you say?
Doctors don't know anything.
Yes, they do. It's a practice for
Exactly.
a living.
They were practicing on us.
Yeah.
Because we telling them what's going on. My husband explaining to see what kind of pain he feels. And they're asking questions. And I felt like I was on my job. Like, we're inquiring about what you're hearing, what you're feeling, what's happening with your car. It was like, this is the same bullshit. So he sounds like a fucking advisor. So,
Oh, my God.
So he's telling them all this. They had to do a, I don't know if it was a CAT scan or what. But they did that. Everything checked out okay. But they ended up discharging him. He still had the pain.
Of course.
And
Of course.
so we get home. He's still going through this bullshit. And I said, you know what? I know what it is. You got gas. That's what it is, because you haven't farted
$5,000 later
all day. I have not heard you
have a
fart.
record of his gas? Baby, did you pass gas at 9:58? Because that's normally the time.
He did not fart the whole time.
You say the F word?
He did not fart. Yes.
In front of your kids?
F-A-R-T. Fart. Fart.
Oh, my God.
Fart, not fuck. Fart. Fart. Right? Fart.
I don't
Is
say
that not
that
a
word. I don't use that word.
You know what? Anyway, you know what? Enough about me and my family. We're all good. We're healthy. We're strong. And we're thriving.
And everybody has passed gas in the last
And
48
everybody
hours.
has farted
Oh, my
in
God.
the last 24 hours. And we're good. But enough about me. I want to introduce y'all to our guest. I have Miss Dorothy Chen here, a.k.a. Young Chopstix.
Oh, okay.
Welcome
Hello,
to
everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Did we say your name wrong?
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
See? Was it wrong? Did I say it wrong?
You did. But it's okay. We're moving on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hate that.
That's
Because I hate
fine.
when
That's
people do me
Yeah,
like that.
People know me as Young Chopsticks anyway,
Okay,
so that's
okay.
fine.
That's it. There it is.
Exactly.
Everybody knows.
So welcome to TALKinPINk, first of all. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do.
I'm actually a sound engineer at Baron Studios. I'm a senior engineer, so I do recording, mixing, mastering, day in, day out. So, yeah, it was fun. I was born in Hong Kong,
Okay.
so it's interesting to
Yeah.
get in the
Yeah.
hip hop world in Houston,
Right.
As a foreigner in a way. So
Were you at all influenced there by hip hop?
it's not well. When I grew up, my first English song I ever listened to is definitely not hip hop because I don't know what they're talking about. So fast, very difficult.
Yeah.
The first rapper I ever actually heard of, I think was probably Jay-Z, I guess. Like, it was
Probably.
super-
Oh
very, very
my
young,
God. Did she
probably.
put you up to say that?
I knew there was a connection.
Well, yeah, so I did not really listen to a lot of hip hop when I grew up, but then I moved to Houston and started doing music and all that. You cannot know nothing about hip hop and do music in Houston.
Exactly.
There's no way you can do it.
So how did you get into what made you want to be a musical engineer?
I love music.
Mm-hmm.
That is number one.
Yeah.
I was in a band for the longest time.
Okay.
But then I cannot sing, I cannot rap, obviously. So
Oh, you don't have to be able to do any of those things to be in the music industry.
A lot of people don't.
I know a lot of like technical stuff and all that. So I was like, you know what? I can be an engineer. So
Exactly.
I went to school for that, and then I came back to Houston and I started doing it, which is really.
So you didn't go to school here?
I went to school in Florida, in Full Sail. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So after that I came back to Houston and just start working.
Wow.
How old were you when you came to the United States?
I after high school, I think. It was like a lot of back and forth because I went to high school in Corpus Christi for a while, but it was not a fun experience because
nothing in Corpus Christi is fun.
Why?
I've been
Why
there.
was it not a fun experience?
It's very different. If you've never been there, I will recommend you go down just to see. Like, there's not a lot of different type of people and nothing to do except going to Walmart, go to the shopping mall maybe. It just
sounds like Jackson.
So it's not diverse at all.
No. So it was completely different. I mean, Hong Kong is a really big city. It's kind of like a New York. So the changes over there were just like crazy.
Okay.
So I can't get used to it. I was like, why am I here? Going nuts every day. But yeah, and then so after that, I was back and forth a little bit, and then I went to Florida for college.
Was that a better experience than Corpus Christi?
It's better because I went to college and I mainly just focusing on studying. So and they have Disney World too. It's a little better.
Cable talk. Okay. That might even be Fire Stick too. Okay.
So you're from Hong Kong. With all the political debacle that's going on in Hong Kong, how does that make you feel as a native of the country?
It's been actually very. I'll be honest, I feel like it's actually very traumatizing in a way because every day you go on Facebook, Instagram, everything, like the news is just bad. Like, it's like nothing is happening there is good anymore. And because you feel so close, like I still have friends over there.
Right.
I still feel I have like some relatives living over there. So which is pretty crazy because a lot of the places that happen with, all the tear gas that's happening, is actually really close to where everybody lives,
right?
Which is really bad. So it's actually it's not just me, but like everybody that I know is actually a very traumatizing experience.
So my understanding is what's going on is that the Chinese government is trying to create a bill that allows them to extradite criminals or possible suspected criminals back to China from Hong Kong, which that is I'm assuming everybody feels that that's unjust because to me what that says is that they're trying to take away some freedoms that you all have there, and they're trying to control. And if they do that, that means that they can just come in and pick anybody that they think or they feel has committed a crime and take them back and do whatever. It could be your mother, your father, anybody, a loved one, and they can have the right to do that. So I can understand your fight for the changing of that bill or to dismiss that bill, because what it sounds like to me is the same thing that Black people went through or go through on a daily basis. And I was looking at, those 5 points that they've asked the government to change. And I'm sorry, I don't know about memory, but I know it was one of them was to withdraw the bill. The second one was to investigate alleged police brutality and misconduct, release of arrested protesters, and complete retraction of official characterization as riots that are happening, because they are peaceful protests,
right?
I know.
They are,
because there are so many people and the police are trying to control them.
Exactly.
It seems like they incite,
right? But
them.
you see, have you seen it? Like all of these, it's a
millions
lot
of people,
and they're just standing there, basically, like
that's
no,
all they're
I'm just
doing.
gonna stand here. But you see everybody shooting and they're throwing stuff and they dragging people and it's just like, this is crazy.
And we know what's really going on, because these people are not causing any problem. They're just they're just changing the economy right now, because everything is basically shut down until something is done about this bill. And they are just trying to let them know their feeling about what they're trying to fucking do. You're trying to take away my rights. And I'm not going to allow you to do that. I'm just not going to stand here and allow you to do that. So I'm going to stop business. I'm going to stop traffic. I'm just going to stop everything until you listen.
Right.
So I clearly understand that, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just a very difficult times right now, especially what's going on with the U.S. With the Chinese government. I think because they are trying to figure out a deal with
Yeah.
the trade war and all that. So that I think that really have a big part of it, and I'm so glad it brings up so much international support because this is not just something about one city anymore. It's
Right.
all
Yeah.
about how everybody can should have the freedom of expressing themselves, and Hong Kong is actually a really big international city,
Yeah.
and it's a really like a big way for investors from other country to go into China. That's like a really good gateway for that. So if it's not if they pass the bill, it's actually bad for everybody because if it's very easy to see as a suspect in China. Like if you just say something against the communists or something like that, and they already can take you as a suspect. So it's actually bad for everybody.
Yeah.
So you can't even really speak against them.
No, like if you're
You
in
just
China,
literally like,
yeah.
There's no freedom of speech.
No.
So
like,
how does that affect that government there? How does that affect you voting here? Do you vote here?
Yeah, I do vote here, but it doesn't like in Hong Kong you actually have much more freedom because it was not they have the two system going on, so that's why Hong Kong people really like cherish that as a city because in China if you say something against the government you might just take into jail right away, but in Hong Kong the justice system is different right now, so they can't do it. They have to go through all this like investigation and all that, and that's one of the big part of what we're trying to protect as Hong Kong people. Is like we want to protect our freedom of being able to say something, so for me, my parents actually work in China, so it's actually a very big concern for
Exactly.
me because I was like, you guys might want to move out soon,
Yeah.
because it's kind of like a difficult situation.
So
right
how do
now.
you support them with you being here? Like how do you say? I mean, because you still have family there, so you still have to be very careful about how you. Even we have social
Communicate.
media, and this is supposed to be a forum for us to be able to communicate with people all over the world, but you still have to be careful about the words that you choose.
I think there's actually different ways, for us. Like when I'm here, first of all, like we can. They have like different donation for the protests that's going on because they need a lot of like supply for just food and drink when they're protest. The last couple of weeks they actually block out the university, so the student actually cannot go out or go like back to the university, so like they don't have food.
So they put them on lockdown?
Yeah, so like they don't have food in university, like they were scared because if they walk out, like that means they're going to be under arrest. Like this was really really terrible. So they actually right now a lot of places take donation just to help them out. And also social media is a great place, other than just posting picture, there's actually a lot of information that's on like Facebook. They made a lot of promotion like poster or like just different thing to explain what's going on in Hong Kong. So I really like the fact that internet sometimes do really great thing like this, which is really awesome. And then I actually made a song with a couple of different producers that is from the studios that I work at. Shout out to Jason Davis, they helped me a lot. And also I collabs with two local artists from Houston. Wayne Breeze is one of them. And then also Celtic Music, she actually did a verse for me. And then I have another artist from Hong Kong. We actually made a song for the protest, which actually pretty good, like people liking it. And also it's actually go under a lot of different places, underground for the protester and all that. So I mean I'm just doing something that I think it's within my ability to help too,
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's one question I wanted to ask. What do you consider freedom?
I think it's the ability to express yourself without I mean it's not like you can do everything to hurt people, but at the same time, you should be able to express how you feel in certain thing without worrying, you got consequences on a lot of stuff, especially for, and I think part of it is why we're in America,
Right.
That's great, I'm not saying like everything is amazing in America, but at the same time, if you do have police violence, like we've seen that on the news sometimes, but you can bring them to justice. Like there is a lot of investigation, you can call for help, which without like freedom, like we will never be able to do that, and I think that is a really big part of it.
Because when I hear the word freedom, I think of being able to choose whatever I want, whatever I think, whatever I do. I can choose that and not feel guilty about choosing something that I wanted to do. And a lot of times even in America, we don't feel free.
We're not.
We don't
We're
feel
not.
free. Because and I've got relatives, friends who've experienced like they're driving in a neighborhood that people think they shouldn't be driving through. And they don't have the freedom just to be driving through this neighborhood.
This is true.
They get stopped, of course, by the police. And they're asked, what are you doing in this area? What are you doing in this neighborhood?
So even though we're not free,
we're still looking for that freedom as well. And I think a lot of, not just the United States, a lot of governments are trying to control. They're wanting to control everything, all the resources, which of course human resources being number one, but they want to control everything for them. It's just like this battle of greed. Because I was reading about Hong Kong and China, why they're separate, and it was because of the opium wars, and that of course Hong Kong was a part of Britain. And after these wars were over, Britain was like, you know what? I'll let you have it, China. It's yours. And I think like I feel like okay, there was a surrender because they got all that they needed anyway. Because there's still an opioid crisis now to this day that it may have started even back then. So it's just trying to control, just the greed and the money and everything that this world has to offer, and only a few people can have it, but everybody else got to work it to where only these few people can have it.
Still,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, so it's just a constant war, constant battle, even to this day, and I think it's gonna be until we have nothing that this is gonna be over. But that's just my take. So
and right now we're going to take a small commercial break because it is halftime.
It's halftime?
Like, share, subscribe, rate they mates, plates, Talking Pink. Follow us on all social sites. Chia on Twitter, Pink. On Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Donate to our Patreon.
There you go.
Fucking donate, okay? Stop fucking inboxing bitches and fucking subscribe and fucking donate. You want to make? Fucking donate, okay? So we can get this pussy.
Hey, we back. We back again.
Some undercover stuff going
I want to give a shout out to Jay-Z.
Oh my God.
I love you, boo.
Oh my God. So when the
Happy
beehive come and
birthday.
sting her ass up, just know I had nothing to do with
You
that.
know,
But blue is my favorite color, okay?
You know a funny story?
Oh my God.
Ooh, drink.
Exactly. Shut.
Shut the fuck up. He's
Exactly.
Blackhead trying to shut me up. Okay,
Thank
this is
you.
our first version
What
of
is this?
Talking Pink.
Exactly. Oh, we don't even have a thing to show.
Well, no,
So
because
tell us
we
what
don't
it
want
is.
nobody to know this recipe.
Oh,
Because
family
this is
secret.
another concoction that we came up with. We don't know what's in it just yet. It smells like juice. But I heard
That
it's
means
got
it's gonna
some
get you fucked up fast.
Tito's titties in it.
Yay! Okay, how we gonna do this?
All right. Free Hong Kong.
Exactly. You're gonna lose a puff. Keep on playing. Ooh.
I like that.
That's really good.
It's got
That's
that.
always her after I take a drink voice. I like that. She ready to do a commercial.
That's my chill voice. That's that mellow, like, ooh.
It tastes like something, but I don't know what it tastes like.
It tastes
Thank
like
you,
something,
Black
huh?
Man.
It's
That
it's
was fresh.
pomegranate juice.
Where are my titties at?
Ooh, I got titties at the
Oh, yeah, I have mine
Bottom.
too. Where my titties at? Y'all see my titties? Y'all see my titties? Dun, 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 dun.
They all wrinkled. They look 80-year-old.
All the nipples pointing to me.
These some 80-year-old titties.
They're gonna be some good
But
titties.
they
'cause I'ma
juicy.
eat these titties.
They're
After I
juicy,
drink.
juicy.
Okay.
How's it, Rachel? Oh, you forgot to give your disclaimer, girl. Let Dorothy know.
Wow. For every show there is that one person that drinks. Well, I am the person that does not. That's Keita. She needs a little juice so
For
she
the
can be
boost.
juiced up. So I'm naturally. I was about to say high.
Opioid.
High. No, not that kind of high. But I said wherever you are, I can get there naturally. My personality will just drive me there. So I just literally drink for her.
She's such
That's
a
a tough job.
great support
Exactly.
system.
Peer pressure is a motherfucker.
She's so great. And she's so pretty too.
You want to explain what the fuck that is? Oh, we don't have that much time. Come on.
Okay. No, I'm telling you. Okay, Dorothy. When I tell Rachel she's pretty, I means that that means that I means she is so cute that she's not that smart.
That was so sweet of her to try to hold it in.
So she her beauty overshadows her brains. It happens to me sometimes too.
Not as often as it happens to me though. She's like, oh, she's so pretty. Like, shut the fuck up. That was dumb. Why did you just say that? So anyway.
Dorothy, how do you feel? Oh, how do I want to ask this? Being a woman.
Okay.
Do you feel good about that? I mean,
I feel pretty.
You think you have the best?
You feel pretty?
You got the best sex ever. Like, ooh, thank God he didn't make me no man.
Really?
Thank
Women
you.
think like that?
Good choice.
Do you feel like that?
I do sometimes.
Oh my gosh, I don't. Sometimes I feel like, man, if I was a man, all my money would go to child support. I think having a dick would be kind of great. Yes, and I would probably be a whore. Don't fight each other. Fight me. I don't know.
You know what? I'm not gonna even.
I
go there.
think I would. I mean, I've thought about it before. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I have. I think I said I wonder what it feels like to be in some pussy. I feel like, to be honest.
Well, technically, you don't have to be a man to do that, though.
You're right, but my click isn't big enough to feel a woman inside. So, but I got that. So yeah, you're right. I mean, I have seen some pretty big clicks. But yeah, I don't know. I've wanted a dick before, so.
Yeah,
That
it's
funny to
interesting
hear.
when you ask me like that, because when I grew up, well, my family is really cool. Like, my parents never like raised me and tell me that, hey, you're a girl, so you cannot do anything.
Mm-hmm,
So
that's good.
for me, I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, I always feel like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
When I grew up.
There you go.
So for me, I always feel like I can do it better than guys. So
And that's
I
what she
always
wants
feel
to
like
hear.
that
That's
too.
what she wants to hear.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I was
that's
going
exactly
for.
what she was going for. Yeah.
That was what I was.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. I had a conversation with a coworker who's a man,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, you know what? Because we were talking about how people work habits are different these days, and that all the women that I work with are dominating like they're doing a better job than the men are.
Mhm.
And that's just not in our company. It's in a whole lot of industries. And I'm sure you see that.
Yeah,
and you
I
feel that
see
way
that.
in the industry that you're in.
Right.
Mhm.
And he's like, yeah, it's not just that they're being great on their jobs. It's just that they're doing everything. They're making more money than the men.
Yeah.
They're doing I mean, of course they're having children. They're able to raise their children and do all of this
Right.
and still be feminine and be a woman.
Mhm.
But their personalities are a little bit aggressive now that they have all this want all this money, so they can tell the man what to do. Like, you wash the clothes, you go pick up the children. So we have all of that.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he felt.
That's what
That
he-
was my understanding of what he
Oh,
felt.
okay. I bet that's not at all where he was going with that.
Well, that's how I took it.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. It is easier being with someone, not really like they're beneath you, but when they don't bring as much to the table. To me, I know that I have really like walked over people, and I'm like, no, you're expected to, you know, be with the kids and to wash clothes and to cook and to clean.
You ain't
and
doing shit else.
that's just how I felt. But it's different when you're in a relationship with someone who actually brings some shit to the fucking you can't just be like, you need to go pick up the kids or you need to wash clothes and do dishes or whatever. So it's now it's like, I guess we gotta share this fucking responsibility. But it is easier
Can
when
you
you
go
bring more to the
and
table
pick
as a
up the
woman.
kids?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not asking nicer like that. I'm not. You're not gonna drop the kids off. I'm not. I gotta go to get up and go to fucking work. You ain't doing shit. You can go take their ass to school and pick their ass up. You can cook dinner. You can wash my car. You can fill up the tank. Yes, with my card. But anyway, but I have had situations like that, and it's weird to me being in a situation that I'm currently in because it's like I can't do none of this shit now because you know what I'm saying? Like he brings something to the fucking table. More than just a penis.
Rachel like
So,
being in control anyway.
I have control issues.
I can believe she feels awkward right now.
It's weird as fuck. It's uncomfortable as hell.
Do you have kids, Dorothy?
No, I don't.
Do you want
But
kids?
I'm not sure yet. I'm still. Well,
The jury's
How
still
old
out.
are you? Do you mind me
I'm
asking?
33.
Oh, you still got time.
Gonna- 34
Exactly.
next
She
year.
was like, it was like a question. I'm 30.
Well, after 30,
wanna
like
tell
I
you.
just can't
You're right,
remember
you're right,
stuff,
you're
and
right.
I'm like,
I do that
something.
too.
When you're
I
30,
literally subtract. I'm like 19 minus.
Last time I told
him.
him, I'll be like, last time I told him I was 25. Dude, was that
Oh
2
my
years ago?
God.
Or 3 years ago?
So you're not. Why are you not sure that if you want kids or not? Like, is it career wise? Is it?
Yeah.
You know, my life is good. You know, my relationship is good. Are you in a relationship?
I'm
or are
in
you
a relationship.
In a fuckship? Are
right.
you single? I don't know if you watched any of our shows before.
Fuckship is, what is it, friends with benefits? Pretty much.
Well, I'm in my 30s. It's harder to get back to those times. I can't anymore.
Oh my God, is it an age limit on it? Oh shit, I can't be in a fuck shit past 20. You 25, bitch. It's a relationship. Are you single?
It's a whole group of people called cougars.
I'm in a relationship
You're
right
in a
now.
relationship,
So.
that's good.
Yeah, but I think, well, right now I'm still like working a lot, spending a lot of time, develop my career
Right.
and all that. It's just right now it's not a good
So
time.
you're responsible. Is basically what you're saying.
Well, I want to be a dominant woman. So.
Okay, well, you're already
She's working
you're
on
already
that.
that. So that's good. That's good.
She can't be a responsible hoe right now. There's a such thing as a responsible hoe, but
What?
yes, you never heard of a responsible hoe?
I'm pretty. We don't talk like that. What's a responsible hoe?
Amanda Steele's got a whole following of responsible hoes. These are women who have careers.
And they got fucking kids.
Some of them do. They know their credit score.
I know my credit score. I have kids. Okay, 2 for 2.
They go to work. They do everything that they're supposed to do. But when this song come on, Cash Money taking over for the 99 and the 2000.
That is my favorite.
Said, we know the protocol.
I'm classy until Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 2000. Come on. Well, I don't know about classy, but I try to keep it together. But that's my shit. That makes my ass move every time. I don't care what kind of mood I'm in. I'm like, okay, I'll twerk. Fine. That's fine.
But it's really hard. Like if you have a career, a job, and then you got family stuff you're going on, it's really hard to be a hoe. Like it's just really hard.
Some people do all
Some
of that
people
quite
find
well.
it time to be a
It's always time to be a hoe.
I think that's self-care too.
That is self-care. Hoes gotta eat. I'm just saying. That's good. So you're responsible. Okay. Do you have pets?
No, I don't even have time for pets. That's the problem.
Wow, that's how responsible you are.
Well,
She was
it's just I work a lot. I basically do
So you work
tons
all
of
hours?
Yeah, like I work.
So like you don't have like okay Monday through Friday 9 to 5.
You
could be on call at any time.
Well, I do a lot of we have like off day, like a standard off day, but at the same time there's a lot of we just opened up a new studios.
Okay,
and that's why it was like a lot of admin stuff, training stuff, all that going on. So it's just different things going on in studios.
Do you ever see yourself having your own studio, not actually going to a place with a group of people, but one day, you know what, I just want to have my own studio and run my studio?
Right now, I don't know yet, but at the same time, I'm not like a great person to manage people, and it's harder for a woman to manage people as well.
You know what?
She's right.
She would agree.
I do agree.
She comes to my office a lot and like, I'm a mother hen. I'm everybody's mother. I gotta solve all the problems. And I'm like, no, you don't. You gotta tell them to do their fucking job. And she's like, it's so hard. And it's so hard. I'm like,
yeah,
what?
I agree. It's hard.
It
like
is.
if I just tell someone to do their job, and it will, if I'm just being straightforward.
Yeah.
Women usually being seen as a bitch. Like, and
of
like
course,
if I
you're
tell you to do your
welcome.
job, yeah. Well, but the thing is, like, if I'm a man and I'm doing my job, it's not a problem because you're just being a boss. Like, it's
Or you're being an
so-
asshole.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so different. Like, so
you don't
it's-
want to be considered as a bitch.
Mm,
You want to be a nice person.
I just want you to do your job, to be honest. I don't care what
I
you
just
say.
want you to do your job so I can do my job,
Exactly.
and I don't have to do your job and my job, so we can all be on this even playing level field, okay?
Get it out,
You get
Keita.
paid for what you
Get it
do.
out.
I get paid for what I do.
That's right.
And we all go home happy, okay? Yeah.
Tell 'em, Keita. Tell 'em. She said, I just want them to do their job. I don't care what they see me as.
You call me a bitch. I've been called a bald head bitch before.
Oh,
I
wait
mean,
a minute.
I've had my hair short like yours before. Okay, that's when I realized I had a little pea head. Remember, we had this conversation before.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to get back on these stereotypes of how people see women, ethnic groups. Because people see, of course,
Bosses.
black
As bitches.
black women are the angriest people on the fucking planet. If you allow somebody to tell you that, or if you,
Do
listen
you not,
to others.
You being an African American woman, do you agree?
You can call me black. It's
or
okay.
Do you agree
I like
or
that
not
color.
agree
What? Oh,
with the stereotype that we have been
black
given?
people, black women are angry.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the question you just asked her. So I'm asking you.
I don't think we're angry. We're passionate.
That's what you call it?
It's passion.
So
Because-
if one of your daughters talk to you with passion in their fucking voice.
They would get the passion slapped out of their fucking mouth.
Exactly.
So you had to keep that passion inside. Okay.
Keep that passion to yourself.
Don't talk to mommy like that. But it's when we're speaking or we're teaching, because that's really what we're doing. We're teachers, we're nurturers.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're doing that, we're doing it in love.
Okay.
And
That's what you say.
Bitch.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I do. I'm pretty sure you will agree, right, Dorothy? Rachel.
Have you ever encountered a black bitch before? I mean, an angry person?
an angry black woman?
Exactly. Have you ever encountered an angry black woman? Do you
I-
get where this
yeah.
stereotype has come
Well,
from?
I mean, I've seen passionate woman before, like not
You
any-
didn't say
any-
you didn't say to yourself, she is speaking passionately right now. It's like, damn that bitch.
She got so much passion in her voice.
Well, usually it's not toward me, you know,
Right.
because we got different
Right,
people
right.
in the studios, you know, like you've seen like couples fight in the
Right,
studio passionately.
Right.
Oh, I know.
You know,
absolutely.
so I've seen all of that before. So it's, and I don't think I think stereotype is one of the things where you're trying to shake it off, but at the same time, maybe you shouldn't shake it off, like, because as a female,
Right.
like, yeah, I'm Asian, like, you know, I'm working in a hip hop world, you know,
Right.
and there are certain things that I wouldn't say to a person, like, I wouldn't go up to a rappers and tell them, hey, you don't have enough balls in your bars. Like, I wouldn't never say that, which is good.
But you've said that before, I've heard.
And I learned not to say that. You know, just stuff like that. Basically, you know, and then I figured out, certain thing as a female engineer. When you say that, you know, people actually receive it better. You just learn by experience. So being stereotyped in a way, it's a two ways, you know,
a double-edged sword or something like that. Because I
believe it holds some ground, but it also makes me think. But I feel like if I'm thinking about it and I have to check myself before I feel like I get to that place, then it does hold some credit behind it.
That you're
so
an
that
angry
there
black
is some
woman.
truth behind, yeah. And people, they look and they're like, oh, here she goes. She about to get mad, you know. And then they get scared. I'm like, I can speak passionately. You know, I can use my words, but my hands may move and my head may go like this and that.
My eyes may roll.
You know, I don't have to be angry to your exactly. I don't have to be angry to, you know, what you perceive me to be, but because I am black and because I am a woman, you're like, we don't want we don't want that angry black person to go. And so it literally makes me check myself because I know in the background, yeah, she do exist. And I can't pop off, but is this the place
to pop off?
Exactly. So it makes me check myself because I know it does hold some ground, but I don't want everybody to look at me and be like, oh, well, this is all black women. They all angry and they all have attitudes and they all this and that.
And they just discount you as being that, and then they
that's
just
not
ignore
what I
everything
want.
that you
not what
said.
I want.
You could have had a valid point.
Right.
The words could have been clear.
Exactly.
Because the way that you said it.
Exactly. Because your tone changed. Because you add hands. Because your body language all of a sudden is, you know, I'm standing up straight and I'm talking passionately. That doesn't, I can keep the same tone. But you'll perceive me as, she mad, she black,
she about to go off. Yeah.
Well, but at the same time, you can use it for your benefit. Like, basically, if you start doing this, you know, people are gonna, you know.
I think it matters the time and the place. But right now, we're gonna take a second break to do a first glance.
Rachel can wipe the sweat off her
So
forehead.
I can, because I am glowing like a I can't wait for them to look at me, grease the fuck up like I just, this is angry black, and I ain't even saying shit.
She just did some push-ups. Okay.
Y'all, I ain't even gonna wait till
we're going to do what at first glance.
Oh yeah,
so check out our.
What did I say?
You said.
Fucking piece
that
of
is not
shit.
an ID.
Fuck off, you fucking asshole. Welcome to your fucking world. You just work here. I'm paying you for your fucking
You're not
job.
paying me. And it's
Actually, my
ma'am, all I need is your ID.
Family
all I need is an ID.
For your
all I need is an ID.
Dude, you're
all I need is an ID.
Fucking nigger.
Well, guess what? I'll be a nigger. I'm sorry. I'll be that. I'll be that.
Wow.
I'll be that.
You fucking dirty
I'll
fucking
be that.
raunchy skank.
Okay.
How about this shit?
How about it?
Wow.
You can call me whatever you want, ma'am. Without an ID, I'm not letting you upstairs.
Here's my ID.
That is not an ID.
Here's my
Your
name,
credit card.
you fucking dirty fucking hood rat.
Ma'am, your credit card is not considered ID.
No, it's just my fucking name and it's on the fucking room. I know your fucking ghetto ass may not know.
I'm not from the ghetto. Sorry. But again, I'm not a nigga, and you can call me whatever you want. I don't care. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. You show an ID, and you can go upstairs.
I showed you my fucking ID.
Oh, well, you don't have an ID.
Fucking drop from this fucking job.
Right.
Watch, and if that girl came from behind the fucking counter and slapped the shit out of her,
then she would be an angry black woman.
Why did you do that? Oh my gosh, she hit me. That's that fucking role that they always play. I hate that shit.
They
go way left. Why
They who?
women.
They who?
White women do this all the time.
So they're playing a role. So they
play
she's an
the
angry
game.
White woman.
They incite you. They try to get you to flip and turn to what
so
they
would
are.
you have passed
And then
this
as
test, or
soon-
would you have failed? Because right now
I
you
would-
looking real angry.
I am real angry. I don't know if I would have passed or failed, to be honest. I don't know. Because right now, today, in 44, I just feel like
year of
busting
JC.
some heads.
Oh.
Like, I feel I'm angry. That's one of my
So
most...
you're an angry black woman.
I'm angry. I'm not an angry black woman.
So
Because that's
because
not
she
all
called-
I am, okay? I
We-
can get
we
angry
hear
just like
you.
everybody else.
We hear
But I'm
you,
not just angry all the time.
But you're.
I'm happy a lot, but I'm angry too. I'm
And
sad.
you had to tone it down. I heard your
Go
echo
up and down, go
3
up and down,
studios
up and
ago.
down. I mean,
Damn.
now what would you have done?
I would have laughed. People don't really move me like that. So I would have laughed. Okay, ma'am, I need your ID in a valid form of, I need 2 forms of ID. I need a credit card and I need your driver's license, passport, any other thing that you could use. And she could have did all of that. Ma'am, until you can give me those 2 things, I am unable to help you.
Okay.
I don't even know if I would have pulled out a phone and recorded all that. That's just a whole different type of energy. Like I'm so present in being present that I wouldn't be like, oh my God, this is a snappable moment. Like,
I'm gonna be a world star.
yeah, I can't. I wouldn't be able to. I mean, I don't know. People are different.
Maybe
it wouldn't have moved me.
You know, black people pull this shit out as a defense
What
mechanism.
black people? What black people?
People who get stopped by cops.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
if I get stopped,
People
I
who
know I'm
get
speeding. So it ain't-
Involved in encounters where they're incited or trying to
you
incite
can
them
only
to
be
react.
incited if you allow yourself
emotional?
to be incited.
Yeah, Rachel.
Nothing she could have said
Well,
would
then
have
why do you
moved
feel the
me.
way you feel then, Rachel? Why you feel so gloomy, huh? Huh?
You really want me to go there? You
Come
want me
on,
to go
Rach.
there? You want me
come
to go
on.
there?
Come on, Cletus.
You want me to go
Come
there?
on.
You want me to go
Come
there?
on.
You trying to incite me?
Come on,
to talk about my
Cletus.
reasons why? One of the reasons why I am feeling so fucking gloomy is because this time of year, I would go out of town and be molested every night. This is that time of year for me. You have anything else you want to say? You want to bring anything else out of me?
Is there anything else you wanted to?
Now you want to talk nicely to me after
Is
you
it-
just angry black me out of that conversation? She was like, shit.
As long as you get it out.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
I would have been fine just leaving that
No,
in
you
there with
wouldn't.
the alcohol. I'm trying to get to the titties, but
Spew
we're
it
going
out.
to go to the next video.
Spew it on out.
Trying to get to the titties.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all together on this Thanksgiving Day. There's a lot of people that don't have food. We're very blessed to have it, and we're very thankful. We don't want to goddamn get cheap crap. We lit, bro. So good, bro.
Good Thanksgiving.
Yo, can I just say one thing before I get off? That mac and cheese was correct. Welcome to the
Look, oh, they sleep. That's the itis. The itis will get you every
What you
time.
take away from that now?
You heard what I said? I said the black people catered a Thanksgiving dinner for everybody
What
on the
Thanksgiving
train.
come from?
Hmm?
What Thanksgiving come from? Who stole that shit?
Who stole it?
Yeah, what Thanksgiving come from?
You know what Thanksgiving? It's
No.
the genocide of the Indians or the Native Americans of the United States of America.
And who stole that shit?
Thank you, Indians.
And turned it into a national
Because of
motherfucking
you.
holiday.
You know who did?
I'm asking you,
Shay-
angry black woman.
Shay Whitey.
I thought you said. I thought you was about to say Shakespeare.
Thank you. Thank you for the day off, Shay Whitey.
That's all it is. It's a motherfucking day
Appreciate
off.
that.
If you gonna be thankful every motherfucking day. Don't let somebody tell
For
you
one day.
when to be fucking thankful.
And eat all that shit filled with sodium, sugar. You
Exactly.
get high blood pressure and diabetes.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
and
I
then
do
fall
that by
asleep.
people.
And you can't even check the sugar because you knocked out. Anyway,
You into a
we got one more-
diabetic
we got
coma.
We got one more video. I just can't.
What you think about the video, Dorothy?
That looks really cool. I mean, with all the work
I
they
don't know
put
if I don't know if I would have did that. I would just be like, I'm just waiting. Get to my motherfucking stop, nigga. I don't know what the fuck.
I don't know who cooked
I
that.
would feel like
Who
that was a
cooked the
setup. I
Who
don't
cooked
know.
the sweet potatoes?
I don't know.
Who made them greens?
Is that
Them greens.
marshmallows?
Them green- Oh no, sweet potatoes. We
I
don't do
know.
that.
Well, as long as there's food and drinks, I think it's good.
I don't trust
knew
everybody.
That's all it takes.
I don't trust
She
everybody.
likes to eat.
I don't trust everybody food and drink. I'm sorry.
But she'll eat at McDonald's.
I don't-
McDonald's.
Oh, shit. I have not eaten at McDonald's in like
3 weeks.
We got one motherfucking video to watch.
Next video,
Fuck
please.
you. Fuck
Next
you.
video, please. Next video, please.
I'm almost to the titties. Is that Lizzo?
No.
Myra!
They FaceTime.
Myra!
And she twerking.
Myra!
Oh shit! That's her dad.
Myra, the screen's not frozen. The chains are still moving, stupid. Myra!
Oh!
Myra, you're a slut just like your mother!
You haven't seen that? You haven't seen that?
I haven't seen that.
Listen, the motherfucker turned around and paused. And he said, the chains are still moving, stupid. I know your phone didn't freeze. He's like, you a slut just like your mother. That motherfucker ran to that phone so fast. You know what the caption of that meme was? Stop putting everybody's name under daddy. Stop calling everybody daddy. She thinks she twerking for her daddy, and her daddy
it's the
actually
wrong
saw that
daddy.
shit.
Oh, she should put real daddy on there as his name. Real daddy. Oh, then she
By
should
your father.
put sugar daddy on there.
Oh man, you haven't seen that?
I have not seen that. That's the first time.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was Lizzo. I was like, all right, girl, no, she got a whole thong on,
That's
and then
embarrassing. How do you make up for that? That is never forgotten.
and now the shit is all
At
over the fucking
Thanksgiving,
internet.
Your
Exactly.
daddy is telling everybody, all his sisters.
He ain't gotta
that
tell
your
everybody. This is what everybody doing. Look, that's my ass.
Look at Myra. Look,
That's her ass.
she do look just like her mama. Look at her.
Oh.
Her mama had that same flat ass.
Oh.
That is funny. Did you see that video?
No, I did
It's
not
your
see
first
that
time?
video. Yeah, this is my first
Oh
time.
my god.
I
That is, oh
I can't. I can't.
well,
I
I'm saying
can't. I
this.
won't, and I don't. Okay.
When I was 21, I went to Freaknik. Oh shit! I just told my head. But anyway, I went to Freaknik and I took pictures, and I had them developed at Walgreens. And I asked my mom if she could pick it up because I was afraid that they was gonna send them back. You know, if you don't pick them up in a certain amount of time,
Oh my god.
they destroy them or send them back or whatever. And so I was like, Mom, can you pick up my pictures? And I didn't realize until it was too late that they always ask, check and make sure these are your pictures. And so my mama checked them.
all of them.
I don't know how many, but I'm pretty sure once she got to number 4, it was okay. I'll just pick them up. How much? But I forgot.
So your mama bought you porn.
So my mama saw me in
So wait, you was in
compromising
there?
positions. I was fully dressed though.
Ah, that was boring as fuck. She
You know,
didn't
it's
see
just
shit.
fuck you, okay?
That was boring.
But to her,
You don't
She-
go
her
outside with no
comment-
bikini on, girl.
I wore some shorts to school, and they were like little Daisy Dukes. They weren't that short, but they were short enough
Was your ass
for
cheek
her.
hanging out?
No, they were not
Girl,
hanging
bye.
out. And I've worn them before. And I knew there was a problem because she never said anything after she picked up those pictures. But this day, maybe a couple of days later, she said, can you change clothes? I didn't raise my daughters to wear stuff like that. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I said, oh, the pictures. The pictures.
Your mama
My
better than
mama's
me.
embarrassed.
I would have left that shit there.
My mama's embarrassed. Oh my God. I didn't mean to make my mom embarrassed.
And that's enough of story time with Keita. Next week on Talking Pink. Oh, make sure you guys remember to like, share, follow, rate, subscribe, donate to our Patreon because we out of motherfucking time. I know we started late, but now we over that hour mark. So love you guys. See you next time. Bye.
Say bye, Dorothy.
Bye. Bye. Wizard of Oz, we out.